There's something serene and personal about hiking. The sights and the sounds. Learning about the present by actively exploring the past. A moment to literally step out of the chaos of daily life and into the comforting rhythms of nature. Hi, I'm Lori Fernan, and you're invited to come along as Trail Masters reveals the wonders of nature in your backyard. Located on the western edge of the Santa Monica Mountains National Recreation Area is the Satwewa Native American Indian Natural Area and Culture Center. Once slated for 640 homes, this picturesque mountain land was acquired in 1978 by the National Park Service. Satwewa, which means the bluffs, was the name of a nearby Chumash village. This area sustained the Chumash and Tongva peoples for thousands of years. Satwewa is located in Thousand Oaks, about 6 miles south of Highway 101 off Potrero Road. Look for the wooden archway. Joining us today to share his knowledge of ancient Chumash culture is Charlie Cook, an hereditary chief of the Chumash, with 5 generations of documented Chumash heritage. Through the dedicated efforts of Charlie and others, the Culture Center was established in 1981 by the National Park Service in partnership with the Friends of Satwewa. Here you will find cultural workshops in traditional crafts, music, and storytelling. Native American workshops, programs, and art shows occur throughout the year, and park rangers are on hand to answer questions from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. For more information, call the Park Service at 805-375-1930. Also on today's program, for a scenic hike of the Stunt High Trail, are Hal and Nancy Helsley, lifelong environmental educators who have lived in the Santa Monica Mountains for over 42 years. The upper trailhead for the Stunt High Trail is off Stunt Road, about 3 miles south of Mulholland Highway. For a leisurely hike downhill, park at the lower trailhead 1 mile south of Mulholland and take another vehicle to the upper trailhead. Nancy is president of the Santa Monica Mountains Resource Conservation District Board and a board member of the Mountains Restoration Trust. She also holds a lifetime credential as an elementary school teacher. Hal has been a middle school teacher of industrial education, math, and science for 45 years. He served for 20 years on the Las Virgenes Municipal Water District Board and on the Los Angeles County Regional Planning Commission for the past 7 years. Here Charlie Cook, called Teakslow in Chumash, explains how a traditional thatched dwelling called an op is made from willow branches and tule cover.
So I'll start on the bottom, clear about this high, clear around, and that'll be the framework, just like what made of willow, clear around. Then it'll go up about this high, put another one, keep going about 18 inches apart, here, up to the top. That'll be a smoke hole up there on top. But then when they put the tule in there, see, this is your tule. They'll fold it over, like double it over, and so it goes, touches the ground. Mm-hmm. So the next one will go up, overlap the bottom one. Just like housing and the roofs do now, you know, because when you put a roof on a house, you start on the lower side and work up.
Charlie has volunteered countless hours to the National Recreation Area, giving talks, leading hikes, and performing the ritual sage blessing ceremony, which our group prepares to receive.
When we go in that circle, we'll have to go to the right, make a complete circle. Whoever's leading it will sit on this end stump, then work around from there.
Okay.
Then we'll do everything from the center of that.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what we use we put the white sage in here and light it and blow out this fire and let it smoke. and we pass around everybody like that, and purification. Well, I'm going to light it and put it in here.
Okay.
But I'm going to blow my conch shell first, okay?
Okay.
You want to hold it for me? Sure. Hold this too. First of all, you guys want to sing a Chumash welcome song?
Okay.
Now, if you don't, you better sing it, because if you don't, I'll be watching you. Okay? It's easy to go. There's 4 verses to it, but they're all the same. Don't laugh. Get with it. There, you guys got it down, Pat?
Good, good.
That's a welcome song.
Yeah.
This is bush poppy, one of the fire follower plants after the wildfires that occur naturally every 20 to 30 years. This is often one of the first plants that comes back. Has a beautiful yellow flower and a very light, fresh fragrance. Bush poppy. Here's a beautiful copse of manzanita. This is Eastwood Manzanita. It has a very sandpapery leaf, named for the first woman botanist in the state of California, Alice Eastwood.
Great.
Manzanita means little berry in Spanish, little apple, I'm sorry, and you're going to see little apple fruits occur on this. Here's the flower, and when it's pollinated by insects, it will turn into a little apple. That's the full-grown size right there. And they are not really edible as such. Here's a beautiful bush poppy. Smell it.
Yeah, it smells like cucumbers.
Okay.
I smell more melon.
I smell more.
I smell cucumber melon.
I smell cucumber. I just like plain cucumber.
Oh, and here's another wildflower. This is nightshade. It's related to potatoes, eggplant, and potatoes. And oddly enough, though, this one is very poisonous. By the way, they've hybridized this, and now you can buy it, an intensely purple plant. You can buy it in the nursery as potato bush. So you should, if you buy it in the nursery, you should be aware that this plant should not be where toddlers can get into it and pick the berries and eat them. Look, look, look. Here's a velvet ant. Actually, it's a small wasp. It does not fly. It's lost the ability to fly. And it will sting. It has this very nervous-like behavior. You're going to find here in the Santa Monica's very red ones like this, as well as white, long, white, fluffy-haired ones.
Is the sting powerful? Is it similar to being stung by a bee?
No, I would say it's probably a lighter sting. It's not as strong.
Color characteristic of a lot of animals, and particularly in the areas where there are not too many of them, they adapt with color to protect themselves. Yeah. And that's a very good observation. We find here a California tree frog, western tree frog, and they are able to take and change their color depending on their environment, so they tend to blend in. the lizards that we see, I don't know whether we'll see a leopard lizard or not, but they're common in this area, along with the fence lizard, and they change their color, light or dark, depending upon whether they're on a light background or a dark background.
Actually, Hal, there's no leopard lizards. There's side-blotched lizards.
Side blotch?
Side-blotched. And they have a black spot behind the front leg.
Well, no, there is a leopard lizard.
Oh. 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 Okay. Okay, guys, stand up. Here's your foot. Another one. Oh.
Oh.
Okay, that's it. Oh boy. Turn around. There's your foot. Okay, other one. Oh. Turn around. How about you? 24 hours.
You do it.
I don't know about that. Okay, turn around. Raise your foot. Okay, other one. Oh.
How often is this ceremony performed? Was this something that was done every day by the Chumash, or was it once a week, or?
Well, about yourself, probably once a day. And usually here's a white sage before we eat and everything else. Like,
Okay.
as a blessing for from there. Raise your foot. Okay. Oh. This is tobacco. And I'll bring everybody over and go around the fire and sprinkle the tobacco in the fire pit. We always use tobacco as given back to Mother Earth.
Oh, okay.
And it's nothing harsh in it. There's no additives of that stuff. We'll go down to the right side of that and sprinkle in that fire pit with the left hand, because your left hand is closest to your heart. Oh.
Oh.
Just going back and sit down over there. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
We have a very little forest, the elfin forest of the chaparral that we're walking through at this location.
That's the voice of the chaparral, the little brown wren tit. Sounds like a bouncing ping pong ball. We can hear them calling to one another. I think this is called California Everlasting. The flowers have not yet opened up fully, but when they do, they become very striking as dried flowers.
They smell like maple syrup.
That's right.
They smell really good.
Here we have, again, one of the sumacs, and if you look very carefully on it, you can see the berry on it. And if you take this berry and put it in your mouth, it will taste like lemonade. And so we need to have somebody down here to test this for us. So that,
I would taste it.
I tasted some, but I had to really like it.
I can try and taste it.
it's not a good example.
I think some are better than others.
Yeah, well, this is it's
Try a bunch.
extremely dry.
Oh, I found a good one.
I found a good one too.
Wait, no, I already put it in my mouth.
Oh yeah, that one tastes like lemon.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
that one's
wow.
really good.
Wow, yeah.
I found really good.
I really tasted lemonade.
I got some.
That's a good one. Yep. More.
That would be like really colorful.
A little lemon.
The reddish color.
I eat the ones with the beets and they're really bad.
It is exceedingly
great.
dry.
Because I imagine on a normal season, these would be ripe and juicy.
lemonade.
and-
Down on a creek trail, we might have some more that
Ooh,
that
are we going to a creek
are bigger
trail soon?
and more lemony. Here's the sticky monkey flower. It has quite a unique character to the way that it collects pollen. Inside the center of the flower, you're going to see a white stamen. It has lips that typically are open, although this one is closed. And when the insect is guided in by those orange lines on the bottom, like airplane landing lights, the insect, of course, is looking for nectar, but it will accidentally pick up some of the pollen as it flies flower to flower and drop pollen grains on the white stamen lips, at which point the unique character of the sticky monkey flower is that it closes in upon the pollen. You can actually watch it close upon itself to, in effect, swallow the pollen that goes down into the ovary that then begins the process of growing into a seed pod.
We're going to have the trailhead as we come off of the middle portion of the Stunt High Trail, off of Stunt Road, where it meets the area of Stunt Ranch, the UCLA preserve that has been set aside. Be careful on the highway.